Anyway guys, today we are going to be looking at the new ZARA collection, and yes, they've just did it again, and it's all about the rose. There are 4 fragrances and I'll be sharing with you my thoughts on all of them, which are quite different from what I'm hearing from other reviewers and reading online. So keep on watching for more details, and don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up if you find it helpful, as well as feel free to subscribe to my channel if you're here for the first time. And once you're done with that, we can get started. So hello and welcome everyone to today's review on the new Rose collection by ZARA that consists out of 4 fragrances, and I got all of them in smaller size format. There are 30 and 100 ml bottles available, and at this point I really want to give a huge shout out to their presentation. Once again, their signature luxurious bottles are looking so fabulous with this soft rose gradient effect. I absolutely love the way they look, and also at this point I want to address all the negativity that surrounds this collection, because people are underwhelmed by it. I'm hearing that it's boring and uninspiring, and to be honest with you, ZARA always offers us something very affordable. If you're on a budget, this is the best place to shop for perfumes, because all of them are trendy, kind of inspired by super popular niche and designer fragrances, but obviously with way more affordable pricing, and for $12.95 you can't beat it. So I really wanted to let you know that. And on that note, let's get started with the first perfume, which I liked a lot, but it took me a few attempts to understand this collection in the shop, and every time I smelled ZARA Rose, I really liked it. So it says it's a flower like no other, an enigmatic fragrance wrapped into the richness of guaiac wood with an unexpected hint of pink pepper. And what I really liked about this perfume is how easy and elegant it smells. So this is your very gentle, fresh and young rose that you might smell in your garden, but it still has that perfumey quality to it. Pink pepper in here is not too sharp. In fact, this rose is slightly powdery, still smelling fresh, so it's not dusty, rather creamy, and it's perfect to start your day with. So in the morning when you're not ready for a heavy perfume, this is a perfect option for that. So it smells very nice on skin, quite sensual, and it's great for layering too. Quite feminine too, not too unisex, and although it gets compared to another ZARA perfume from their discontinued weekly mood collection called No Drama Allowed, I would say that this is definitely cooler, sharper and more spicy than ZARA Rose, that has this beautiful softness to it, and that's where I really like it. But although it gets compared to another favorite of mine, also with a note of pink pepper, which is Kayali Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper 25, I would say they are very different, because this is sweeter, powderier, and definitely bolder, when ZARA Rose is definitely that fragrance that will turn into the skin scent very quickly. So you might want to layer it with something else, and all of these 4 are great for that. Next is Rose Sincere, which is getting some hate, and I would say it's all right, because it's definitely trendy like so many other more commercial fragrances, especially from designer brands, in that watered down rosy style. It's a very safe option for the daytime, if you're going to work, if you're just running errands and you want to smell clean and fresh, yeah, kind of rosy but muted at the same time. That would do a great job on, you know, just making sure that you're smelling nice but not offensive, because this is an alluring rose elixir gently infused with addictive notes of lychee and seductive trail of praline. And when I hear that description, for some strange reason I'm reminded of fragrances in style of Delina, but it's not that. I would say it smells more like Miss Dior, but you know what? The Dior's fragrances are super expensive and to me definitely boring, especially for the pricing. I mean, like, the new version is all right, and I've just reviewed it for you, so in case you want more information on that, you might want to check out that video of mine. But I would rather recommend you Rose Sincere, maybe in bigger bottle, go heavy on it, mix it with something else to create an interesting rose experience. But we need to boycott Miss Dior, so they will finally release something new and interesting. And another fragrance it gets compared to is my all-time favorite, Miracle by Lancôme, which is this romantic, watered down and beautiful fresh, rosy type of a fragrance, which is my mom's signature scent, but they are not necessarily super similar, but definitely in that style. And the last fragrance that it gets compared to is another ZARA perfume, and is from the Weekly Mood collection called No Valentines But Flowers. However, they are not similar at all, because in here I can actually smell the tartness of the lychee, the fruitiness, the sharpness a little bit, and Rose Sincere is a fresh perfume. It's a little bit clean without being, you know, soapy, but they are not too similar. However, the next perfume, Rose Tempera, which is apparently everyone's darling because it is getting most positivity from this collection, is definitely the one that has that sexy fruitiness to it. And it's an abstract bouquet of dark flowers intertwined with black plum, cherry nectar, and mystic woods to reveal the most daring essence of the rose. And at this point, I definitely need to say that I'm not smelling too much of the cherry note that we are used to in perfumes. Like, let's say they had a cherry fragrance that is inspired by the Lost Cherry. It's not that, it's more of that jamminess, and it's kind of exciting for that because it's a sexy fragrance. It has that little edge to it. So if you like perfumes in style of, I would say, Delina, you will definitely appreciate this. And also sometimes I'm getting nuttiness from it. It's very yummy, and also it reminds me of the recent limited edition called Love Explosion, which is sort of like the blend of Red Temptation that's inspired by Baccarat Rouge and Rose Gourmand that is inspired by Intense Cafe. And by the way, if you love sweet, very powerful rose fragrances, Zara has Rose Gourmand, and it's inspired by Intense Cafe, being that a little bit orientalish, very complimenting fragrance. You can't go wrong with this one. And also the new Rose Tempera is very exciting. So yeah, I totally get why people like it most from this collection. It's also one of my favorites, but the one that gave me the most hardest time ever, and I guess it did to many people, is Mystic Rose. And I didn't like it at first, but now I find it's very bold and I can appreciate it, but if I wear it to a very specific situation. So this is a tribute to the Queen of Flowers, a majestic essence of a rose, masterly infused with delicious undertones of blueberry and a spicy hint of amber woods. And when I first smelled it in the shop, I immediately thought of Portrait of a Lady, because it's that very ambery, dark, super, you know, mysterious type of a rose fragrance, almost hitting on patchouli with a bit of a smoky element. I'm not getting much of berryness in here, but it smells super mature, definitely in the niche style. Being unisex, you want to wear it out if you're spending the night on a fresh air. Maybe it's a cocktail party, or you know, it would also suit someone with darker energy. This is fabulous for that. Now there is a trend for this mod wife, if I'm not wrong. I will put some pictures on the screen for you. So it has that bold, vampy energy to it, and it's perfect for the nighttime, but there are some more morning and daytime, everyday friendly versions in the collection as well. So I'm not mad at it. I like that they explore the rose that not many people are crazy about, but I totally love it. And at first they had an oud line, which was fabulous. My favorite one was Hipster Oud, that is more feminine, smelling kind of like Guidance by Amouage, that is still on my wish list. Too expensive for me personally, but that powderiness is so gorgeous that I wish that Celle Rose had more of that energy, especially because they've already done it. But then they had a vanilla collection, and I also really liked that. So I have reviews on the previous lines, you might want to check them out. And by the way, they have just added 2 new fragrances to the vanilla collection, so let me know if you would like to hear my thoughts on those new releases. And also the last collection, which was 50-50 for me. 2 floral fragrances were super uninspiring, boring and simple, and other 2 like Pistachio Infusion, and this is the Infusion collection, were like very trendy niche perfumes. So Zara is always offering us something that is trendy for great pricing, and this quality is unbeatable, especially, you know, compared to so many other designer and even niche perfumes. So if you're in the budget, you definitely want to look into their perfume collection. Let me know what are your favorites. If you would be interested in a top list of my favorite perfume recommendations, then I would be happy to do like a collective Zara top list for you. I know I really like that all of these perfumes are very modern and Rose is very different in them. So just in case you're a fan of this note as well, then let me know if you would be interested in a new updated episode on my favorite Rose perfumes with different scent profiles, and the previous top list with the Rose fragrances you will find down below in the description box. And if there are any questions left, then let me know them. Definitely check out the description box for more helpful information and follow me on my social media so we can stay in touch. And on that note, I guess that was all from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed and liked it, please give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned. Smell good. We'll see each other next one really soon. Bye guys.